So we got some info on the new Doom Tower bosses. Now I don't know if this is known already. It's been officially told to us now. I don't know if data miners have found it before, so maybe you already know all this. I don't know all this. This is my first time seeing this information. We're gonna go through and check out these new bosses together. They look dope. They really do, man. So this first one is Bombel, big old rhino looking dude. And he's got minions. Let's see, his A1. I have not read this, by the way. We're going through this blind together for the first time, assuming you also don't know what it is. AoE decreases bomb debuff detonation countdowns by 1 turn. Also instantly activates any HP burn debuffs on the target. And decreases the duration of those debuffs by 1 turn. Okay, so HP burn nukes and bomb countdown, okay, on the A1. A2 is an AoE HP burn, okay. Enemies receive 100% more damage from HP burn debuffs for each bomb they are under, okay. Right off the top, it seems like Cecilia is going to be pretty fantastic for this, right? Removes all buffs from all enemies, then attacks them. Places a bomb on each enemy that detonates after 2 turns. Places 1 additional bomb for each buff removed by this skill. The bomb debuffs cannot be blocked or removed, dude. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Cannot be blocked or removed, so there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. Interesting. That's going to be an interesting one. And the minions places 50% increased attack on the boss, then summons dread bombs and grants an extra turn. The increased attack buff cannot be removed. Summons 1 dread bomb every time his turn meters decrease. Jeez. Each time an enemy places any debuff except bomb debuffs on Bombel, places a bomb debuff on that enemy. Okay. These bomb debuffs cannot be blocked or removed. Each time a bomb debuff detonates on an enemy, has a 100% chance of placing a stun on all other enemies for 1 turn. Yeah. He receives 200% more damage from bombs. So, assuming he gets to count as a boss, because I've noticed that they like to make it where sometimes these guys are bosses when it's convenient for them, and they're not when it's not convenient for them. War Mother has potential to be wild in here. Wild in here. Because she already does more damage to bosses with her bombs, except Clan Boss. Because he's not a boss there, because it's convenient. But then there's some rare dwarf I was trying to build a Clan Boss team around, and his skill, it's annoying. The gist of it is it's annoying. I don't like the Clan Boss especially gets to be a boss when it's convenient for him and not when it's not. But War Mother has some potential in there for real, because her bombs could smack, dude. All right. Immune. All right, all the basic stuff here. Yeah, all the basic stuff there. Okay. So he's interesting. That's an interesting situation. And then here's the minion. Or not the minion, but the dread bombs it summons. A1 explodes at the start of each turn and deals pure damage to each enemy equal to 40% of this max HP. If dread bomb is not under a freeze debuff. Okay. Deals pure damage to each enemy equal to 20% of their max HP instead. If dread bomb is under... Okay, so you want to be freezing them. Damage inflicted will ignore shield buffs. Wow. The dread bomb is immune to all debuffs, effects, and sources of damage except its own skills and freeze and HP burn debuffs. Fills the turn meter by 20% every time it receives damage from an HP burn. Wow. That's going to be an interesting one. I like I've always really had fun with bombers. I used to love playing with bombers back in Summoner's War. And I've always been kind of bummed that bombers weren't more fun and more relevant and honestly better kitted here. For a long time, every bomber in the game needed to have crit rate to like do something cool with their bombs. Shazar needs to crit to put up the 1-turn bomb. War Mother needs to crit to detonate. Like they kept tying crit rate to bombers, and it's like that's not the point. That's not the point. The point of the bomber is to just be able to build pure attack and not have to worry about crit stats. And I'm not saying you can't never have that, but like on every bomber, it just got old. So we've gotten more like Grunch. We've got Galcut, Astrolith bombs. We've got a few more bombers now. You can have a little bit more fun with it. I'm excited for there to be a place to like take bombers. That's going to be fun. I kind of bombed my way through Ogre and Faction Wars, to be honest. So I've already got some built. So this will be fun. I'm looking forward to trying that one out. Seems interesting. And then the next one is Astronix. Astronix, the Dark Fae, I think is what it is. A1 AoE, 100% chance of placing a leech. Okay. A2 is an AoE. Steals 1 random buff from each enemy according to the number of magic champions. Huh, that's cool. Steals turn meter from each enemy according to the number of force champions. Has a 25% chance of placing True Fear. Chance increases by 25% for each Void champion on the team. Heals Astronix by 10% of her max HP for each Spirit champion on the team. That's kind of fun, dude. That's kind of an interesting mechanic they've introduced there. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all, man. I think that's kind of fun. That's fun. I like that. I do. I'm intrigued. A3 is an AoE. All living allies will team up and join. Increases by 25% for each living ally. Banishes 1 enemy champion. Banishes. And spawns a mirror Oh, they're doing the Necro. That's kind of a Necro. Back in Summoner's War, they introduced this new dungeon. And that was what he did. He would steal a member of your team, and you had to kill him to get him back. So steal somebody on your team, fear on all enemies, and increases the dark energy counter. Fun. Places Perfect Veil on Astronix for 3 turns, and spawns mirror copies of all enemies. What? What, dude? So you have to fight your own team, basically. At the start of the battle, you have to fight your own team. That's kind of funky, dude. That's cool. Summons mirror copies of all enemies onto her team every time her dark energy counter reaches 5. Up to how many? You can't be fighting like multiple copies of your own team at the same time, right? It's got to just be a full like the 5. Places Perfect Veil on Ashen for 3 turns every time her dark energy counter reaches 5. It resets after it reaches. Bro, that's fun. That's kind of cool, dude. You have to go in there and fight your own team, basically. That's cool. I do, man. I like that. I think that's fun. And then the same old stuff. And man, they look dope. That man. I think it's cool, dude. I think these are interesting mechanics. I like that they're bringing new stuff in, like really new stuff in every time. This is one of the things that I think they're doing really well. I think I forgot to talk about it in the video where I was talking about positive stuff they're doing, but I like the mechanics they're bringing in with Doom Tower bosses. This is fun, man. It's really different. It's really different. It's really, I think it's going to get you outside of like the same old stuff, right? The same old champs doing the same old stuff. Seems like this is going to make you think about it a little bit. That's fun, dude. It's really fun. You got to be conscious of what affinities you're using and build appropriately. And then you've got to fight a copy of your own team when you get there. I think that's kind of dope, dude. What do you guys think? Are you excited about these? I'm actually kind of excited about these bosses. I think this is going to be fun. I'm really pumped to use my bombers for there to be something for my bombers to do. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm interested to see how hard War Mother hits this boss, the bomb boss. I think it's going to be fun, dude. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited about any of this? Got any ideas for anything that might be effective here? I'm interested for sure. I don't know when it's coming out. Let me see if I can see that real quick. planning to release. They're putting up a video tomorrow, I guess, that's going to have some tips in it. But I don't have a date yet, so I don't know. Whenever. But cool stuff, man. Interested to hear what you guys think. I'll see you later.